Okay, again it's May 30th, 2014, and this is the exterior part of our exit tour. There's Lorraine.
Probably talk about that spot right there.
Yeah.
It's a little unreasonable.
Yeah, I don't know why the landlord hasn't seen fit to put some type of walkway, stone or gravel here, but this is, as you can tell, is the main egress from the front door of the house to the upper driveway in the vehicles here. That's just pure human traffic there. This area under here, when this bush had no greenery over the winter, was a big mud pit. It was a mud pit when we came here. It's a very damp, low area, and proof of that is you can see right here. That's the rotted remnants of a landscape timber. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. And it's just completely rotted, probably pressure treated landscape timber, and it's almost completely rotted away. And the landlord was trying to say this was somehow caused by dog traffic, but it's the main egress, again, from the front door of the house in a straight line to the gate, to the lower driveway, which goes to the garage. I actually put a landscaped erosion control seed mat here that the landlord said wasn't doing anything. As you can tell, they were completely wrong. There was a path here from me walking from the front door of the house down here to the gate. And as you can see, it's completely filled in once springtime came and the grass started to grow again. Here's the rest of the yard. Again, I just mowed the yard this afternoon just before the rains came. Let me just do a quick spin around. I'll show you the mowed front yard. We'll see the side yard in a second. Here I'm backed up to the fence here at the garage. Again, there's the mowed backyard, including the ditch. I mowed the ditch as well. I've been mowing it once a week since April when the springtime came. And here's the walkway, as you can see, completely filled back in thanks to the erosion mat and seed put out here. Now, I'm sure a point of contention will be these dead white pines. Landlords made a very poor choice for a buffer or a blind for this yard using these white pines. White pines are notoriously susceptible to disease, and that's exactly what we're seeing here, and I'll show you the source of this in a minute here. This particular one in the corner was dead when we arrived. This one was showing signs of deterioration, and you see the one next to it is as well. I'll show you the source of this problem. The landlords may try to say that this was caused by the dogs. Again, this one was bone dead when we came here. You'll notice down here is just a skeleton of one of the white pines. Basically just a vertical piece. It's been there a long time, and most likely this was the source of the bagworm infestation, which is what's causing the damage to this hedge of white pines. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's see, do I see one down here? Now, the prevailing winds for this house come from the valley down there, down where the Swannanoa River is, and blows up in this direction. And what you're seeing is that there's, again, that bone dead stalk from obviously been there for several years. And then you'll see the progression of death of these some of these white pines. and then some others here in the corner that are starting to die. And there's two causes of this problem. The first is this extreme pruning, I'll call it butchering of these things, which makes them, as you can tell, the sap runs out of these things and then makes them susceptible to disease and susceptible to what's causing the damage to this hedge, which is bagworms. And let's go show you the proof of the bagworms. We also have some still photos of this. Now these are still here. Okay. This right here, these are bagworm cocoons, and these are still here even though springtime is pretty much coming to an end. This whole corner here was just covered in bagworm cocoons, and I have still photos of this to show you, but there still are some here. There's one there. There's one there. We saw those. See if there's any more left. These are pretty much played out. Again, there's still photos to show you that they were all over this corner section here. Let me see if I can walk around here and see any more. There's another one there. Let's see if we see any on this side. There used to be some. They may well have fallen off, which is how the worms spread. So you've got bagworms. You got the most dead trees are on the north end down there where we just were, and the prevailing wind's coming from that valley up here. So the infestation has been working its way up this hedge. He's going to lose this entire hedge if he doesn't do anything. He's not spraying for the bagworms. And then if you read any of the literature about how to deal with bagworm infestation, besides spraying the cocoons and spraying the plants themselves, is at the first sign of any damage, you need to remove that material, those plants, from the area so that it doesn't spread the disease. Here you see where it's not being removed. In fact, again, here in the corner, this tree was completely dead on our arrival, still sitting here. Here's one that's been here for who knows how long. This, again, just the vertical stump. That disease material has never been removed. And you've got these pieces here that have never been removed. So there's no spraying of the bagworms. There's no removal of the diseased material. And it's just going to take a matter of time, and this entire hedge is going to be lost due to that. The neighbor across the street, Bruce DeBrule, has some larger pines. Same thing. He said he has an intermittent death or dying of. There was a much larger row of those pine trees there, and sporadically they started dying. May be part of the same, related to the same infestation. But I'll just do a quick walk through the yard. We'll be done. And the driveway to the garage door, the backyard. I don't know why this huge rotted stump is still here. But there it is. Again, I mowed the yard this afternoon. And there's the clothesline. I just looped it up, put it here on the satellite. We did not use the satellite dish. So that clothesline is there, can be rehung if anybody chooses to use it going forward. Here's the outside of the house. The deck. Back door. We're not sure exactly what this is, if this was a garden space or some kind of setting, but it's all rotted boards and overgrown with weeds. We never used it.